Yes, because there is no concept of a family most of the time, because they have their own choice. They cannot force you to join this family or join this family. They have their own choice. So if I want to leave my family and start my own business and my own innovation that I want to do in my life, because we have one life and we want to do everything, we want to achieve everything in our life. So there is a possibility that we have to leave our family. So that's why we are in Western culture. They are leave their family, but not totally leave. They are sometimes they are touch in it, but most of the time they live in their own and start the innovation, start their creativity, and show the creativity to the world. That's why Western culture have lots of creativity. Most of the inventions are done by the Western culture, not by the Indian culture.
But in Indian culture we have different types of religion, we have different type of tradition, we have different type of culture, and we celebrate festivals together. But in Western culture, they do not have any such traditions or culture. They questions our culture, and they do not also celebrate festivals with their family members.
Also the Western culture follow, I know the Indian culture are the follow the Western culture for in a education system, in a lots of things like a Western dress are also are followed by the many Indians. But you don't think about that the Western culture are the well washed culture, I think, because in the Western sides, the all East India sides all are the have a own choice, and they leave their mothers fathers at the age of the 18 plus, and this is not good, I think, for family making process.
First, I complete this sentence that you say that we have religion and we celebrate the festival or that day. So this is a demerit that the India have a most of the very much amount of religion. That's why this religion ruin our country. If you go in the past, you see the main all the fight that been fought on the basis of religion. So religion always ruin our country on the basis of everything, rather than they unite very less thing, but they separate all the people mindset by the religion. You have said this is in majority and this is in minority. So religion is a not great thing that you should very proud in it. And if you talking about we are celebrate and we are very happy, so let me tell you that Western culture have also have many festivals, and not many festivals, but we have many gathering that you can celebrate, but because at the end of the day you need the happiness. And Western culture, you also get the happiness by doing party, by doing by trekking. You can do trekking, you can do traveling. There is a more freedom of traveling rather than the Indian culture.
In Western culture, every party and festival happen, all people must have a one glass of beer in a hand. What's about? What do you think about that? All person must have a beer of glass in a hand.
In Indian culture also most of the people just if they want to celebrate any festival, just they also want to take a beer of glass.
No, but in a Western culture it's compulsory. Those who are not taking the beer of glass, I think it feel like out of society.
But I have seen there is a lot of Indian people who want to embrace Western culture.
Yeah, lots of people of India follow the Western culture and also they follow the Western type of things. But I think the Indian culture is a golden culture for our families and for our environment. We have to follow.
It would be a golden culture for the Indians. Then why they want to take all the things from Western culture, just like in education, lifestyle, everything.
And in Indian culture is very big problem. The girls go marriage first of all dowry system and the costumes problem.
No, this is in ancient time. But nowadays you
But
see,
today time all big problem, the big demand of boys,
no,
boys parents.
most of the cases you see in ancient time, not right now. Girls choose boys and get married, love marriage, and in love marriage don't pay a dowry system, dowry, and Indian tradition and yoga, but in uh, they go to gym, but they go to gym and in yoga, and after yoga and meditation you feel very peaceful and very freshness. So
First of all, you both say that this is happening in ancient time, this is happening in ancient.
yes, most of
Yes, but we are talking about the culture, and culture are developed in the ancient time. There is a root of ancient time. Have to we should have to talk about the how the culture is evolved. Because if you we are talking about Indian culture, the in ancient time, the way the rishis or saints are there, they develop the culture. They start the culture. So we have to talk about the ancient times. So why are you neglecting the this is about ancient time? This is not the, if you in this time, this is not ancient time. If you are not talking about ancient time, so you are accepting the Western culture, and Western culture are not accepting that Asian culture is there, because Indian culture is very short. If we talking about the whole Asian culture, so Western culture on the Europe, they are not accepting they are not evolving the Asian culture. So why are we talking about Asian?
In Indian culture, lots of family have their own traditional things. Like you go to the South Indian, there are many types of traditional. If you go to the Kerala, you go to the north side, there are the diversity of the culture. You see the beauty of India by their culture. And in the western side, there is no concept of family, no concept of the anything traditional things. And one things are make different to animals and humans is the traditional and culture. I think there is no concept of family. So what about that? There are no family, big brother and brother, uncle, auntie live together. There are no concept of family. In India, the lots of diversity has happened. There are in a Maharashtra side, the cotton soil is found. In a Rajasthan side, red soil is found, and lots of type of soil also found. And there's
Indian geography, not Indian culture.
yes, and lots of type of crops are found. The culture developed by the roots. Okay, so that's why the culture developed by the roots. So there are many types of culture are developed. They eat other things like Italy dosides and Bihar liquids. So many culture are available. Why we not see that that's the beauty of India?
but now times that Indian people also adopting the Western culture. In Western culture, there is equality for everyone. There is also a law for everyone. Pay equal and work equal.
And we're talking about the food system in India. That we have a lot of variety of food. So here you got this.
I always say about the foods are roots. Roots are
Okay, let
developed by
me
the
complete the
culture.
food. So you say that we have lot of variety of food, we eat them and we happy eating
Lots of type of culture.
but there is a lack of protein, lack of many amino acid, lack of many omega 3 and many vitamins.
Not a
of
proper diet.
Yes, this is not a proper balanced diet. But if you're talking about the Western culture food, there is a high amount of food. If you compare the both countries, the strength there is you can
On
find
the
that
western side,
Yes.
all people are strength live in 100 years. You think in the western side, all people have a strength and live 100 years.
yes, there is
But they
very
live healthier than
Yes.
Indian. Yes.
In a village, go to the 95-year-old young man. They do the all crop production in one hand. 45-degree temperature.
Why so
So you can also see the many 95, 90. Okay, you can see here you have to see that many aunties or uncles who have their what it calls their joint problem. They can't even climb the mountain. If they have to climb the mountain, they need a support. But if you